Already? Oh, how I love that gorgeous smell. You've all heard of Cadbury's, Hershey's, Nestle's, Wonka.
What's Wonka?
What's that? You say, what's Wonka? You mean you don't know what Wonka is? Why, Wonka chocolate, of course. I admit that Mr. Willy Wonka's chocolate is fairly new, but it's also the greatest chocolate ever invented. Why, Willy Wonka himself is the most amazing, the most fantastic, the most extraordinary chocolate maker the world has ever seen. He has invented things like, why, say, I'm not going to tell you what he's invented. You came to see for yourself, so I'll let you do just that. But before I do, I should perhaps fill you in on what's been going on around here lately. Because Mr. Wonka makes the best chocolate in the whole wide world, 3 other great chocolate makers known as Mr. Fickelgruber, Mr. Prodnose, and Mr. Slugworth sent spies to work for Mr. Wonka in order to discover his secrets. Well, they must have been good spies, because soon after, these 3 chocolate makers began making such delicious Wonka favorites as ice cream that never melts, chewing gum that never loses its flavor, and candy balloons that you could blow up to huge sizes before you popped them with a pin and gobbled them up. Mr. Wonka didn't know what to do. He didn't know who the spies were, and if he continued to operate his factory, all of his secrets might be stolen. So, he did the only thing he could. He sent all the workers home and closed down the factory. Now, you might think that that would be the end of Mr. Wonka, but no siree, not him. After months and months went by, the factory suddenly began operating again, but nobody knew who was running the place. Nobody ever went in, and nobody ever came out. The only thing that people could see were shadows dancing along the lighted windows. Mighty strange. Well, anyway, to get back to the story, soon there was an article in the town paper saying that Mr. Wonka, in order to sell a lot of candy once again, was running a contest. Yes, sir, that's right, a contest. He had secretly wrapped golden tickets under the wrapping paper of 5 ordinary candy bars. These candy bars are said to be sold anywhere, in any shop, in any street, in any town, in any country in the world, upon any counter where Wonka's candies are sold. Now, these 5 winners will tour Mr. Wonka's factory and take home enough chocolate for the rest of their lives. Now that is where our story begins. 4 of the golden tickets have already been found. Oh, by the way, would you like to meet the 4 lucky people?
Yes.
All right, I think they're around here somewhere. Let's see. Augustus Gloop? Where are you, Augustus Gloop?
Chocolate. 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 I love chocolate. Food. Food. I must eat all the time. This ticket is my meal ticket to eat and eat and eat. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate.
That, friends, was our first golden ticket finder, Augustus Gloop. Let's see now if the lucky girl who found our second golden ticket is here. Oh, Violet, Violet Beauregard.
I'm a gumshoe. Norman. When I heard about these ticket things at Mr. Wonka's, I laid off the gum, switched to candy bars, in the hopes of striking a penny. Now, of course, I'm right back on gum. I just adore gum. I can't do without it. I munch on it all day long, except for at meal times. When I take it out, I'll stick a cat in my ear for safekeeping. My mother says it's not ladylike to see a girl's jaw going up and down like mine does all the time. But I don't do. And who is she to criticize anyway? Because her jaw is going up and down just as much as mine, and yelling at me every second of every day. And now, it may interest you to know that this piece of gum right here I've been working on for 3 months solid. That's a record, that is. It's beaten the record by my best friend, Miss Cornelia Crispin, and wish she ever met. At night, I take it out and stick it by the end of my bedpost. It's as good as ever in the morning. A bit hard at first, maybe.
Such a lucky girl, isn't she wonderful? Now the third golden ticket was found by another lucky girl. Her name is Veruca Salt. Is Veruca here now?
simply had to have one of these golden tickets. He went out into the town and bought up all the Wonka chocolate bars he could lay his hands on. Hundreds of them he must have bought. Hundreds of thousands. He loaded them onto trucks and sent them directly to his factory. He's in the peanut business, you see. And he's got about 100 women working for him at his joint. Shelling peanuts for roasting and salting. That's what those women do all day, you see. Just sit there and shell peanuts. So he says to them, "Okay, women," he says, "from now on, you're going to stop shelling peanuts and start shelling the wrappers off these crazy candy bars." And they did, from morning till night. But 3 days went by, and we had no luck. Oh, it was terrible! Every night he would come home and tell me the news, and I would sit on the floor for hours, kicking and screaming in the most disturbing way, "Where's my golden ticket? I want my golden ticket!" And then the 4th day came by, and a lady said, "I've got it, I found the golden ticket." And my father said, "Give it to me quick." And she did, and he brought it home to me, and now I'm all smiles, and we have a happy home once again.
Thank you, Veruca. Isn't she lovely? Now, the 4th and final ticket was found by a boy by the name of Mike TV. I wonder if Mike's got his ticket with him. Where are you, Mike?
Of course I got my golden ticket, but why can't everybody just leave me alone? I want to watch television. I watch all the shows every day, even the crummy ones where there's no shooting. I like the gangsters best. They're terrific, those gangsters, especially when they start pumping each other full of lead. Bam, boom, boom! Or give each other the 1, 2, 3 with their knuckle dusters. What I would not do to be doing that myself. It's the life, I tell you. It's terrific.
And that, folks, was Mike TV. Sorry for bothering you, Mike. Now, we're going to take a look at the hero of our story, Charlie Bucket, and his family. Let me introduce him to you. This is the home of Charlie Bucket. 7 people live here. There are only 2 rooms and only 1 bed, so you can see that life is extremely uncomfortable. These 2 very old people are the father and mother of Mr. Bucket. Their names are Grandpa Joe and Grandma Josephine. And these 2 very old people are the father and mother of Mrs. Bucket. Their names are Grandpa George and Grandma Georgina. The bed was given to the 4 old grandparents because they're so very old and tired, and of course, they're all over 9 years old. This is Mr. Bucket, and this is Mrs. Bucket. They and little Charlie Bucket sleep in the other room upon mattresses on the floor. As you know, this can be very cold in the wintertime. They can't buy a better house because they don't have any money, and there aren't any better jobs. Mr. Bucket is the only one that can work, and, well, he lost his job a few weeks ago. Yes, it's very sad, but you see, the toothpaste factory had to close down. Without Mr. Wonka's chocolate factory open, nobody ever got any cavities anymore, and they didn't buy any toothpaste, and, well, you know how it goes. Oh gee, I almost forgot. This is the hero of our story, Charlie Bucket. Charlie's a nice boy. Of course, he's been starving lately. In fact, the whole family has. Why, did you know that Charlie, in order to save his energy, walks slowly instead of running with the other boys? Well, I've said far too much already. Let's find out what's happening at the Bucket House now.
Well, I see that 4 children have filed for golden tickets. One of them winning the next ticket.
I hope it's not that repulsive blue boy.
Or as smart as that Veruca Salt girl.
Or as beastly as a bubble-popping Violet Beauregard.
Or living such a useless life as our TV boy. It makes you wonder if all children behave like this nowadays, with these brats we've been hearing about.
Of course not. Some do, of course. In fact, quite a lot of them do. But not all.
And now there's only 1 ticket left.
And it sure as I'll be cabbage soup for supper tomorrow night. That ticket will go to some nasty little beast who doesn't deserve it.
I bet I know who'd like to find that golden ticket. How about it, Charlie? You love chocolate more than anyone I ever saw.
Yes, I sure would, Grandma Joe. You know, it just makes me faint when I have to pass by Mr. Wonka's gates every day as I go to school. The smell of that wonderful chocolate makes me so dreamy that I often fall asleep and bump into Mr. Wonka's fence. But I guess I should realize that dreams don't always come true. Just imagine me imagining that I could win the 5th golden ticket. It's pure imagination.
Well, my boy, it may be pure imagination, but I've heard tell that what you imagine sometimes comes true.
Gee, you really think so, Grandma Joe? Gee, I wonder.
You know, it sure would have been nice if Charlie had won that 5th golden ticket.
You mean with that money we gave him for his birthday present yesterday?
Yes, the money we gave him to buy the one piece of candy he gets every year.
And just think how long it took you two to save up that money.
Yes, that was really a shame.
He just loves Willy Wonka chocolate.
He didn't really act that disappointed. No, he didn't.
Well, he may not have acted that disappointed, but that's because he's a fine boy and wouldn't want any of us to feel sorry for him. Why, what boy wouldn't be disappointed? I sure wish he'd won. I'd do anything for that boy. Why, I'd even...
Mom, Dad, Grandma Joe, grandfolks, you'll never believe it. You'll never believe what happened.
Good gracious, Charlie, what happened?
Well, I was walking home from school and I was looking down to protect my face, and the wind was and the snow was blowing so hard, and the wind was so cold, and it was just lying there, kind of buried. And I looked around to see if anyone had lost anything, and
Go on, Charlie. What is it?
well, it was just lying there. So I looked around, and so I picked it up and wiped it off, and
You found a little ticket?
no. I found 50 cents. But then I thought it wouldn't hurt if I bought a Wonka Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mallow Delight, since it was my 50 cents and I was just so hungry for one.
Yes, go on.
Well, I took off the wrapper slowly and...
You found a golden ticket!
No. I ate the candy. There wasn't any golden ticket. But then I still had 45 cents left, and well, you know how I love chocolate.
Oh, Charlie, you're not sick, are you? You didn't spend all the money on...
Well, no, as a matter of fact, I bought another Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mallow Delight, and I found the 5th golden ticket.
You what?
I really did. I found the 5th golden ticket.
Yay!
Boy, Grandma Joe, I sure am glad that Dad let you take me today.
Well, I guess he just feels that we understand each other.
And plus, you seem to know all about Willy Wonka and what's happened to him.
Well, Mr. Wonka's been a very important man in this town for a good long time. Some people said some very unkind things about him when he closed down his factory, but I always felt that he had his reasons. Actually, I'm quite excited about this golden ticket thing. It's a great excuse to see what is going on in his factory and how he's running it.
Speaking of the golden ticket, Grandma Joe, can I see it one more time? I know it sounds silly, but the whole thing seems so magical.
Sure, Charlie. Let me see if I can find it. Ah, here it is.
All right, it says, "Greetings to you."
Greetings to you, the lucky finder of this golden ticket, from Mr. Willy Wonka. I shake you warmly by the hand. Tremendous things are in store for you. Many wonderful surprises await you. For now, I do invite you to come to my factory and be my guest for one whole day. You and all the others who are lucky enough to find my golden tickets. I, Willy Wonka, will conduct you around the factory myself, showing you everything that there is to see. And afterwards, when it is time to leave, you will be escorted home by a procession of large trucks. These trucks, I can promise you, will be loaded with enough delicious eatables to last you and your entire household for many years. If at any time thereafter you should run out of supplies, you have only to come back to the factory and show this golden ticket, and I shall be happy to refill your cupboard with whatever you want. In this way, you will be able to keep yourself supplied with tasty morsels for the rest of your life. But this is by no means the most exciting thing that will happen on the day of your visit. I am preparing other surprises that are even more marvelous and more fantastic for you, and for all my beloved golden ticket holders. Mystic and marvelous surprises will entrance, delight, intrigue, astonish, and perplex you beyond measure. In your wildest dreams, you could not imagine that such things could happen to you. Just wait and see. And now here are your instructions. The day I have chosen for the visit is the first day in the month of February. On this day and on no other, you must come to the factory gates at 10 o'clock sharp in the morning. Don't be late. and you are allowed to bring with you either one or two members of your own family to look after you and to ensure that you don't get into mischief. One more thing, be certain to have this ticket with you, otherwise you will not be admitted. Signed, Willy Wonka. Greetings to you.
And today is the 1st of February, Charlie. And say, we're here already. And I guess everyone else is arriving together.
There he is! That's him! It's Willy Wonka!
Welcome, welcome, welcome! Now then, I wonder if I can remember you all from the pictures of you in the paper. You're Augustus Gloop.
Yeah, this is my mother.
Pleasure to meet you both. You're Violet Beauregard.
So what if I am? Let's just get on with the whole thing, huh?
And you must be Mrs. Beauregard. Very happy to meet you both. Very happy indeed. You're Veruca Salt. And you must be Mrs. and Mr. Salt. Pleasure to meet you.
Don't shake his hand, Daddy. It's probably all sticky and chocolatey from working in a silly old factory. After all, that's all he does. He's not important enough for you anyways.
You're my TV.
Come on, I want to watch television.
And I'm Mrs. TV. Pleased to meet you.
Delighted. And you must be the boy who just found the ticket. You're Charlie Bucket, aren't you?
Yes, sir, thank you. And this is my Grandma Joe.
Howdy, Mr. Wonka. I'm real pleased to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, Mrs. Grandma Joe. Very happy to meet you both. Well then, is that everybody? Why, I guess it is. Well, if you'll all just follow me this way, and if you'll all just go up the white steps, but everyone keep together. I don't want to lose any of you at this stage of the proceedings. Just up the stairs. Yes, it's nice and warm inside my factory. I have to keep it warm for my workers. They're used to an extremely hot climate.
But who are these, workers?
All in good time, my dear boy. All in good time. Now then, is everyone up? Well, just through the door now. All right, is everyone inside? Good. Will you shut the door? Thank you.
I'm tired. Feels like we've been turning left, turning right, turning left, and turning right again for a whole hour or so. I'm hungry. I want to eat right now. Do y'all hear me? Now!
Have you noticed we've been going downward for the longest time, Grandma Joe?
Yes, Mr. Wonka said that we are going underground, and that all the most important rooms are deep down below the surface.
I wonder why.
Well, he said it was because the rooms we are going to see are enormous. Some are supposed to be larger than a football field.
This is the chocolate room. This is the nerve center of my entire factory. It's the heart and soul of my entire operation.
But I don't see anything but that old river over there. Where's the food? I'm hungry.
And just look at the North Pike over there. There must be 10 or 11 of them. I wonder what they're for.
Gee, Mr. Wonka, what's wrong with your river? It's all brown and muddy looking.
Oh, nothing wrong with it, my dear boy. Nothing wrong with it at all. It's all chocolate. Chocolate of the finest quality. The finest quality. There's enough chocolate in there to fill all the bathtubs in the entire country. And the swimming pools, too. And Noah's pipe. Suck up the chocolate and carry it away all over the factory. Thousands of gallons an hour, my dear children. Thousands and thousands of gallons.
Look! Look over there! There's something moving! It's a person! It's a little man! Over there by one of the pipes!
She's right, Grandma Joe. Do you see him?
I see him, Charlie.
There's 2 of them.
My God, so there is.
There's more than 2. There are 4 or 5.
What are they doing? Where do they come from? Who are they?
Aren't they fantastic?
No higher than my knee.
And just look at their funny long hair. They can't be real people.
Of course, there are real people there, some of my workers.
Impossible. There are no people in the world as small as that.
No people in the world as small as that. Well, I'll have you know that there's over 3,000 of them working here in my factory. They're Oompa Loompas.
Oompa Loompas?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Imported directly from Loompa Land. Oh, and what a terrible country it is. Nothing but thick jungle infested with the most terrible beasts in the entire world. Hornswogglers, snozwangers, and those terrible wicked wang doodles. A wang doodle would eat 10 Oompa Loompas for breakfast and come galloping back for more. I found the Oompa Loompas living in the tree houses. They had to live in the tree houses to escape from the snozwangers and the wang doodles and the hornswogglers. When I found them, they were living off of green caterpillars, red beetles, the eucalyptus trees, and the bark of the bonbon tree. But they loved cocoa beans, but they only found 1 or 2 a year. Well, I happen to use billions of cocoa beans each year. They're one of the main ingredients in chocolate. So I talked to the leader of the Oompa Loompas, and I talked him into working here in my factory. Why, he was so excited that he leapt in the air and threw his bowl of mashed caterpillars right out the window. And here they are. They're wonderful workers. They're always singing and dancing. They speak English, and I bet you'll hear a number of songs from time to time today.
Hey, Daddy. I've decided I want an Oompa Loompa. Go on and get me an Oompa Loompa.
Now, my pet, we mustn't interrupt Mr. Wonka.
But I want an Oompa Loompa!
All right, Veruca, all right. But I can't get it for you the second, sweetie. Please be patient. I'll see that you have one before the day is out.
Augustus, sweetheart, I don't think you're fair to be doing that.
No, Augustus. You shouldn't do that. My chocolate must be untouched by human hands.
Augustus, did you hear what the man said? Come away from the river at once. This stuff is terrific. Oh boy, I need a bucket to drink it properly.
No. You are dirtying my chocolate. You must back away immediately.
Augustus, you'll be giving that nasty cold air to a million people all over the country. Augustus, you're leaving too far out. Save him! He'll drown! He can't swim in the yard! Save him! Help! Fish me out! Don't just stand there! Do something!
Look, he's being so close to one of the pipes. There he goes.
Oh, help! Murder! Please! Augustus, come back! He's disappeared! Where did that pipe lead to? Quick, call the fire brigade!
Keep calm. It'll be perfectly safe. You'll see.
He'll be turned into marshmallows!
Impossible.
And why not, may I ask?
Because that pipe doesn't lead anywhere near the marshmallow room. It leads to the room where I make the most delicious strawberry-flavored chocolate-coated fudge.
Oh, my poor Augustus, they'll be sending by the pound all over the country tomorrow morning. How dare you laugh at that when my boy just got up the pipe? You monster! You think this is a joke, do you? You think that sucking my boy from your fudge like that is one great colossal joke?
He'll be perfectly safe.
He'll be chocolate fudge!
No, I wouldn't allow it.
And why not?
Because the taste would be terrible. I mean, just imagine it. Augustus flavored chocolate-coated glue. No one would buy it.
I don't want to think about it.
And nor do I, ma'am, but I do want to promise you that your boy is perfectly safe.
If he's safe, then where is he? Leave it to him this instant.
All right, tomorrow. You need to take Mrs. Gloop to the fudge room. And when you get there, just take a long stick and start poking inside the big chocolate mixing barrel. You're bound to find him eventually, but do be careful because if you're not fast enough, he is liable to get poured into the chocolate boiler, and that would become terrible. My chocolate would become quite uneatable.
What? What did you say?
Nothing. I'm joking. Just hurry along. See ya, Mrs. Gloop. So long.
Of course, we must admit, where we all take pride in it. Slowly wheels go round and round, and cogs begin to grind and pound. This way one exposes you. Spoke by people everywhere. Very much against the luscious
It sure is dark in here. How can these dumb Oompa Loompas see where they're going?
There's no knowing where they're going. There's no earthly way of knowing which direction they are going. There's no earthly way of knowing which way the river's flowing. Not a speck of light is showing, so the danger must be growing. And they're certainly not showing any sign that they are slowing.
Got off his rocker.
He's crazy! He's balmy!
He's nutty. He's
Really, it's batty.
He's nappy!
He's buggy. Backward. He's moody.
Oh no, he's not.
Switch on the lights! Go faster! Faster! Look, a door, cream room. Whipped cream, violet cream, coffee cream, and hair cream.
Hair cream. You don't eat hair cream.
There's no time to answer silly questions. Keep going!
Whip room.
Whips? What on earth do you use whips for?
For whipping cream, of course. Whipped cream isn't whipped cream at all unless it's been whipped by whips. Just as poached eggs isn't poached eggs at all unless they've been stolen from the woods in the dead of the night. Keep going!
Kale beans, coffee beans, jelly beans, and has-beans.
Has-beens?
You're one yourself. Keep going! Stop! Where there?
We're where?
Up there.
Where up there?
You'll see. This is the invention rooms. That's where I'm working on my latest and greatest inventions yet. Huh. Old Broadnose would give his front teeth just to get in here. So would Slugworth and Fickelgruber. But I want you all to promise that when we're inside, you will do no meddling, no messing, no touching, and especially no tasting. Got it?
Yes,
we won't touch a thing.
Everlasting gobstoppers. I'm making it for children who have very little allowance money. You can just suck it and suck it and suck it and suck it and suck it, and it will never get any smaller.
It's like gum.
It's not like gum. Gum is for chewing. And if you chewed one of these things right here, you'd break all your teeth off. Oh, but they are amazing. And they change color once a week. They're just absolutely fabulous. And right here we have hair toffee. But I don't really have the invention right yet. But when I do, there'll be no more excuses for children going around with bald heads.
Mr. Wonka, little children do not go around.
Don't argue, my dear children. Please don't argue. No, just follow me this way. Okay. This is what I'm working on. My latest and greatest invention yet. Let's just press the switch.
all?
What do you mean, that's all? Do you know what that is?
It's gum.
That's right, you are. It's a stick of the most amazing and delectable gum in the entire world. And it's a chewing gum meal. Yes, with this gum, it'll be the end of marketing and plates and washing up and forks and garbage. It's just absolutely amazing. This gum right here happens to be roast beef, tomato soup, and blueberry pie. But you can have almost anything you want.
What do you mean by that?
Well, when you put this stick of gum in your mouth, you actually can taste all three things. It fills you up, it satisfies you, it's incredible.
It's utterly impossible.
Just so long as it's gum and I can chew it, then it's for me. Come on, Mr. Wonka. Hand over this magic gum of yours, and we'll see if it actually works.
Now, Violet, let's not do anything silly.
I want the gum. What's so silly?
Well, you see, there's just one or two things I still gotta fix on it. You know, I'm not really sure if it's...
Oh, heck with that.
Don't do it, stop, don't, spit it out. It's not ready.
Fabulous. It's great.
Stop, please stop.
Keep chewing, keep on chewing, baby. This is a great day full of Bogarts. A little girl's first person in the world to have a chewing gum meal.
No, it isn't right, it's not ready, spit it out now before something happens. Out, in we go.
Good heavens, girl, what's happening to your nose? It's turning blue.
Oh, be quiet, Mother, and let me finish.
Your cheeks, your chin, your whole face is turning blue. Mercy save us, the girl's going blue and purple all over. Violet, what's happening to you? Violet, you're turning violet, Violet.
See, I told you this would happen. It always messes up at the dessert. Just can't explain it. But I'll figure it out one day, you wait and see.
Violet, you're swelling up.
I feel most peculiar.
Violet, you're swelling up. You're glowing like a balloon.
Like a blueberry.
Call a doctor.
Go with the pen.
Save her.
All the Oompa Loompas tried it and ended up like blueberries. I just can't explain it. It's most annoying. Just can't explain it.
But I don't want a blueberry for a daughter. Put her back this instant.
Okay, hey there. You need to take Mrs. Beauregard and her daughter to the juicing room.
The juicing room? What for?
We must get the juice out of her immediately. After that, we'll just have to see how things turn out. But don't worry, Mrs. Beauregard. But I am sorry. Truly am.
Mr. Wonka, will Violet ever be all right again?
She'll come out of the juicing room as thin as a whistle. And she'll be purple. Purple from head to toe. Well, that's what you get from chewing disgusting gum all day long. Let's go!
But Mr. Wonka, if gum is so disgusting, then why do you make it in your factory?
I can't hear a thing you're saying, sorry. Let's go! Wait. Let's take a breather. And, hey, let's look, but not go inside the nut room. If you go inside, you are going to disturb the miniature squirrels at work.
Look, Grandma Joe, look. Do you see him?
Miniature squirrels? Jeepers! There must be at least 100 of those things by that pile of walnuts over there.
These squirrels are specially trained to get the nuts out of walnuts.
Why not just use Oompa Loompas? Why use squirrels?
Because Oompa Loompas can't get the full nut out of a walnut shell. I only use full walnuts in my factory, and the only animal that can get the full nut out of a walnut shell is a squirrel. Oh, and see how they tap on each nut before they open it? They're testing to see if it's a bad nut. If it's a bad nut, they just simply throw it down the rubbish chute.
Hey, Daddy, I've decided I want a miniature squirrel. Go on and get me one of those squirrels.
Don't be silly, sweetheart. These all belong to Mr. Wonka.
I don't care about that. All I've got at home are 2 dogs and 3 cats and 6 bunny rabbits and 2 canaries and 4 parakeets and a green turtle and a pair of, who knows what it's called? And
possibly can.
But I don't want any old squirrel. I want a trained squirrel.
All right. Wonka, how much do you want for one of these crazy squirrels? Name your price.
Yes, these things. They're not for sale. You can have one.
Who says I can't? I'm going to get one right now.
Ruka, you better not do that. You're going to disturb the squirrels.
I'll have this one.
Oh, no! 25 have her left arm pinned down, 25 have her right arm pinned down, 25 have her right leg pinned down, 24 have her left leg pinned down, and the last one it's tap, tap, tapping on her head.
Save her, Ruka. What are they doing to her?
Well, they're testing to see if she's a bad nut. Oh my goodness. She is a bad nut. Her head must have been white and hollow. Well, they're taking her where all the other bad nuts go, down the rubbish chute. She's gone.
Where do you think she's gone to?
Well, that pipe goes into the great main rubbish pipe that carries all the trash from throughout the entire factory. All the floor sweepings and the rotten cabbages and the fish heads and the rotten potatoes, all that stuff.
Who eats cabbage and potatoes and fish in this factory, I'd like to know?
I do. You don't think I eat cocoa beans all day? Besides, all that garbage leads to the great fiery incinerator at the end.
Now see here, Mr. Wonka, I believe you got a shade too far this time. I do indeed. My daughter may be a bit of a front, I don't mind admitting it, but that doesn't mean you can roast her to a crisp. I'll have you know I'm extremely cross about this. I truly am.
Sir, please, don't be cross about it. Besides, she may not have fallen down the pipe at all. She might be just lodged in the entrance hole. And if that's the case, you just gotta take your fingers and pull her right out.
Ruka, are you down there?
Okay,
My goodness, what a lot of rubbish there's going to be today. What's it like down there, Dean? Ah! Mr. Wonka, what's going to happen to them?
Well, I'm sure something's gonna catch him at the end.
But what about the great fiery incinerator?
Oh, that. Well, they only light that every other day, and perhaps this is a day they decided not to light it. So weird. They're all disappearing like rabbits. Every one of them. Well, whatever. Might as well keep going.
My feet are tired! I want to watch television!
Well, we might as well use the great glass elevator to speed things along.
The salt, the little bridge has just gone down the garbage chute, and she will be as she descends. This morning
Look, it's a great glass elevator, and just look at all the buttons all over.
But this is no ordinary elevator. This elevator can go diagonal ways, slant ways, long ways, up ways, square ways, and any other ways you can think of.
Fantastic.
Look, each button is labeled.
And each button stands for a room. You just press it and zing, you're off.
Yeah, let's see. Strawberry juice water pistols, exploding candies for your enemies, stick jump for talkative parents, invisible candies for eating in class, rainbow drops, suck on them and you can spit in 6 different colors.
All right, come on, let's get going. We don't have all day.
Don't you have a television room in all this lot?
Certainly, we have one right there.
Whoopee, that's for me!
I think I'm going to be sick.
Please don't be sick.
Try to stop me.
Well, you better take...
Make this awful thing stop.
Well, I can't get it to stop. Once it gets going, we just gotta get to the next room. I just hope no one's using the other elevator.
What other elevator?
Oh, the other elevator that goes on the same track as this one.
You mean we could have a collision?
Well, I've been lucky so far.
Oh no, I am going to be sick.
And we're almost there. Please don't spoil my hand. Oh. See? We're there.
Some ride? Oh, never again.
Now, before we all get going, I want you all to promise that we're going into a room that's got very dangerous rays. So I want you all to promise that you'll do no messing around and listen to me. Got it? All right, let's get going. This is the television room. It's where I'm working on my latest and greatest invention yet, television chocolate.
What is television chocolate?
Stop interrupting me, little child. Now, the first time I don't really like television myself. I mean, I guess it's all right in small doses, but it never seems like children can take it in small doses. They just sit there, staring at a screen.
That's me!
Shut up!
Thank you. Now then, the first time I saw television, I was struck by an idea. If a photograph could be taken and brought into a million pieces and sent to another TV screen, why can't I do the same with a real chocolate bar?
Terrific. Impossible.
Really? Then why don't you see me send a bar of chocolate from here to that television? Bring in the chocolate! Now then you put the chocolate into here. It has to be big because every time you send something through television, it ends up smaller on the other end. Now, everyone just back up, and the Oompa Loompas are going to start up. Start it up! No, not yet, Mike! No, there are dangerous rays coming out of that camera. If they touched you, you could turn into a million pieces. Now then, switch it on!
The chocolate's gone.
It's above our heads now, brought into a million pieces. Everyone just watch the screen. All right, now take it.
How can you take it? It's just a picture on a television screen.
It's fantastic. It's a miracle.
Just imagine it. When a commercial shows up on TV, it'll say, "Eat Wonka's chocolates. They're the best in the world." Don't believe me? Try one for yourself. Now.
But Mr. Wonka, if you can send chocolate through the air, could you send other things? Like a person? Could you send a real live person through the air in the same way?
Good heavens, child. Are you off your rocker?
Could it be done?
Well, I don't know. I've never thought to try it myself, but yeah, I think it could be done. Why not? I'm Willy Wonka. I can do whatever I want. But I don't know if I try it myself. The results could be quite disastrous.
Look at me! I'm gonna be the first person in the world to travel by television!
Stop. Don't.
Mike, stop! Come back! You'll be turned into a million tiny pieces!
See you later, alligator!
Stop. Don't do it. Stop.
Come on!
Well, over our heads now. We'll just have to see what happens. We must hope that your boy will end up fine on the other end there.
He's taking an awful long time to get across.
Well then, wait. Something's appeared on the TV screen.
Yeah, that's him. He's coming. But he's a midget.
Just grab him. Just grab him. He's perfectly alright.
He's shrunk. How am I going to take him to school like this? He's not going to be able to do anything. He's going to get squashed. But
What do you expect to happen? That's what happens in television.
isn't he going to get any bigger?
No.
What was that, Mike? No, you cannot watch television. The second we get home, I'm throwing that television set right out the window. Yeah, Mike? No, I don't care what you say, no matter how much you jump and scream. There.
Mr. Wonka, will Mike ever grow again?
Well, young boys are extremely springy and elastic. Maybe we can put him in the taffy puller.
How far do you think he'll stretch?
Maybe miles. Anyway, he'll be really thin. I guess we can fatten him up with my Wonka vitamins. They have all the vitamins from A to Z. Oh, don't look so down, Mrs. TV. They all come out of the wash in the end. Every one of them. Okay, you need to take Mrs. TV to the taffy pulling room. Just put her boy in the stretchy machine. All right. Well, let's move on, I guess. All right, now, which room is next? Now, how many of you are there left?
I guess it's only Charlie left now, Mr. Wonka.
You mean you're the only one left?
Why, yes.
Why, my dear boy, that means you've won! Oh, I do congratulate you, I really do. Oh, I had a hunch, right from the beginning that was going to be you. Oh, I've never been so excited! Oh, but we mustn't dilly, we mustn't dally. We have a number of things to do before the day is out. We have to get going.
Wait, Mr. Wonka, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Sometimes I get so excited I forget that you don't know yet.
Know what?
Well, you see, Charlie, I love my chocolate factory. Tell me, Charlie, do you love my chocolate factory? Because it's very important how you feel.
Well, I've never spent a more fantastic day anywhere in my entire life, and I've been very, very happy. Do I love this factory? Why, yes, I think I do.
Why do you ask, Mr. Wonka?
Well, of course. Charlie. But of course, Charlie is going to receive as much chocolate as I've promised to the others. But I want you to have much more. You see, this whole day has been a test. A test to see who would be the best for the job.
What job?
Well, you see, Charlie, I'm tired. I'm not getting any younger and can't carry out my ideas as well as I used to. I have no children and I need someone to take charge after I've gone. And that means you.
Me?
Yes. I want you and Mrs. Gamajo and of course the rest of your family to come here and live here permanently. I'd like someone to take over after I've gone. You see, that's of course after I trained you in and taught you everything I know. I've watched you all day, and you're the kind of person that would appreciate this factory and take care of it as I have all these years. Will you accept my offer? If you do, everything I have will now be yours.
Will I? Wow, this is more than I could have ever dreamed of. Will I? Of course I will, Mr. Wonka. Thank you, thank you. Just wait, Grandma Jo. Just wait until we tell Mom and Dad and the grand folks. This is going to be our chocolate factory. Just think of all that chocolate. Oh, you just wait and see.
I hope that you enjoyed our show. We had so much fun just having a classic that everybody knew
already, and so having such a huge cast with obviously so many sets was a huge undertaking, and they all just made me so proud. So I'm going to call them out for a round of applause by grade, just so you can see that we have a full cast here from 7th to 12th grade. So 7th graders. Our seniors.